Hey everybody, it's Holly from Cape Cod Creatures. So forgive my appearance today. Lots of doggies and tubbies, and it's been really fun. Lots of puppies today. But I figured I'd take this break for a little bit to do an unwrapping or unboxing, whatever you prefer, for the Amethyst Oracle and Idiosyncradeck. I'm super excited for this. It came in a bubble mailer, so I took it out of the bubble mailer to make sure everything arrived safely. And the two decks looked like they came in just fine. And also, I got this really cute Scully postcard with a handwritten note from the creator. It says, "Thank you so much for all of your support. Have fun with your new cards." Oh, it's super adorable with the cute little Scully. I can't wait to add this to my collection of art cards included in decks. And we're gonna go and unwrap these bad Larrys right now. All right, everybody, here we have the Amethyst Oracle and the Idiosyncradeck. We'll start with the Idiosyncradeck first. A cute little sticker holds this nice little bundle together. I saw on Instagram where she said she had a deck wrapping sweatshop set up, and it was totally worth it. Awesome. So here it is. I believe this is the Hierophant card. So on the back, you've got a little bit about it. So Jessica Bott releases these decks only every once in a while. She'll never be reprinting this one. So if you want one, you should jump over to her Etsy and get on it, folks. I'll put a link in the bio on the video. So it says, an open and friendly tarot deck of vector illustrations filled with bold colors and clean lines. This deck is sure to spark your imagination. Welcoming to beginners and experienced readers alike, a 78-card deck based on the traditional RWS card system with a bonus card included. So RWS is Rider-Waite-Smith. It's pretty much your tarot standard. If you've never looked into tarot history before, definitely go ahead. There's a few different systems. You've got the Marseille Tarot. You've got Thoth, or Toth, some people pronounce it. So you've got a few different systems of tarot, and this one is based on Rider-Waite-Smith, which is pretty much the gold standard for tarot. It's what you're going to find in most beginner decks and what you're going to find in most books and what have you. So it's the 22 major arcana, and then you've got the rest of the cards are minors, so there's 14 cards, 10 pips, and 4 court cards in each suit. So let's just get this little guy open. So this is just a basic tuck box. It doesn't feel as bad as the Game Crafter ones, so that's nice. And oh my god, I'm doing bad things to it. So yeah, getting that out was a little difficult. I'm just going to move this paper to the side. And we've got more, oh my goodness, more cellophane. Just be careful when you open it. You don't want to, especially if you're using an X-Acto blade like I just did, you don't want to cut the deck. It is made out of paper. And the back is really adorable. You can see it's going to be hard to tell whether or not there are reversals. They slide really nicely. They've got nothing stuck together. It's an okay cardstock. It's certainly not terrible by any means. There's worse cardstock out there. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so we start with the suits. We've got cups, stones. Oh, she's doing it with she's doing it in numerical order in here, I guess. So it's going to be 1s, 2s, 3s, etc. So that'll be interesting to flip through. So we've got some cups, stones, arrows, swords. Oh, it's kind of a glare. Let me fix that. Hey, so the glare was totally bad on the spread cloth, so we are just going to go ahead and do a quick flip through here. And it's going to start in numerical order, so it's aces first. We've got cups, stones, arrows, and swords. So there are a few different names for the suits. Oh my god, that's adorable. So stones instead of pentacles and arrows instead of wands. But the artwork is all super cool. And there's no people in this deck either, which is another thing I like. I'm not a big fan of people decks. I enjoy decks without them just because, I don't know, like people, it kind of gives me preconceived notions about what's going on. It's a little easier for me to pick up what's going on a scene instead of what's going on with people. Oh, that's fun with the party balloons. So the swords, oh, not sparkly again, for whatever reason my camera really likes to do that. Oh, 5 of cups. That is super sad. I don't like when coffee gets spilled. We've got some arrows, more swords, the 6s. So yeah, it's a really adorable. Oh, I like that. Aww. I really love this artwork. It's super adorable. She did a very good job, I think, representing the meanings of each of the cards, especially without people and in vector art. It's not always easy to do. Oh, I love that one with the crystals hanging. Definitely adorable. So I don't know if you've noticed, but you do need to pay attention to the number at the top. Obviously, 8 of arrows. There's only 3 arrows there, so just make sure when you're doing readings that you pay attention. Sword in the mud. Oh my goodness, tropical vacation. Why would you drink a hot drink on a tropical vacation, by the way? I do not understand that. Okay, so we've got, oh, I love that one, the 9. 9 of wands or arrows. Well, that's a good depiction of the 9 of swords, too. It'll be interesting to see what the 10 is. Oh, I like the 10 of stones. Start going the other way. Oh, that's a good one for 10 of swords, too. Usually, the 9 and 10 of swords are not really usually happy cards. Oh, the page. We got knights. Oh, that was a really cool progression. You've got like the bill and then like the envelopes, and now the bills are open and beginning to do them or whatever. Pay the bills. Oh, paying the bills is the worst. The tree's grown. Oh, so this will be kind of cool. It's a progression of a scene. It's evening now. For the queen, the stone, that's really cool. Oh, I like that one. And the kings. And then we get, oh, sorry guys, backwards camera has me all sorts of messed up. And the kings. And now we have, oh, this is one of my favorite fools, I think. I've liked this card ever since I've seen it online. It's a fantastic card for the fool. It's a dandelion seed, which is super adorable. And then we've got the magician. I like that. Those who know how making pearls happens, that's actually a really good one for the magician. The high priestess, the empress. You see trees as the empress a lot. This isn't the first time I've seen this, and I don't think it'll be the last time. I know I've seen it in Wild and Known, and I've seen it in Inner Hue, I believe, had a tree for the empress. Emperor as the mountain. The Hierophant, again, I really like this one with the mushrooms and all like the different religious symbols and stuff hanging in the tree. The Lovers, that's really cute with the flamingos. The Chariot, that's a good one actually. I like a river for a chariot. Strength. Without depicting a lion, you almost always see a lion in Strength. You see the rose a lot too, but I like here how there's no lion, so that's kind of cool that she's accomplished the Strength card without a lion. The Hermit, I love that one. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. The Hanged Man, always adorable to see a sloth. You do see it a little bit with, usually it's if in animal decks or people list decks, it's usually either a sloth or a bat. But this sloth is really cute. He's adorable. Death, that's a good one. I actually really like this one because it's not just bones. It's bones and like some stuff that's alive around it. Temperance. The Devil. And all spiders are the devil. They are. They're horrible. No, they're not horrible, but I mean, they're pretty. Nobody likes finding a spider. The Tower. I like, oh, a volcano is the tower. Usually you see lightning. So that's kind of neat to see a volcano as the tower. The Star. The Moon. the sun. Oh, the desert. Judgment. New England girl, so I always love to see a good lighthouse. I really like this, especially if you're thinking as Judgment as the perfect storm, and George Clooney is not there to save you. The World. And this is the extra card that came in the deck. It's Magic. And I love this card. It's super adorable. It's colorful. It kind of captures everything that's magical about magic. And then it came with an extra card. There's a downloadable guidebook. So that way if you need a little help knowing like what the little extras behind the cards might be, you can download it. So that's kind of awesome. And now we will quickly do, what did I do with it? Oh no, here it is. The Amethyst Oracle. She re-released the Idiosyncradeck, so that way it could be partnered with the Amethyst Oracle. So we're just gonna pop open, this paper. Super adorable. I'm gonna figure out a way to save these stickers because those are so cute. And here is the Oracle. This is a smaller deck. I believe it was like 30 some odd cards. So I did the pre-order for both of them. Because you had a chance to pre-order the to order the Idiosyncradeck and then get the Amethyst Oracle as well, or you could have done one or the other. Since I didn't own the Idiosyncradeck yet, I figured I would just do both. Seemed like a plan to me. Oh my goodness, I'm having the hardest time getting the plastic off of this right now. Okay. So this is an adorable box. Again, tuck box. I like when they include like the extra flappy so that way you can kind of fold that over. I never use that, but it's nice to have the option. Okay. And again, we've got another layer of cellophane on this, so I'm just gonna bust out my trusty rusty blade again. Again, be careful when you're cutting your cards out of their cellophane because you don't want to cut the cards themselves or scratch them or anything. They are a paper product, so just be really careful. And the Amethyst Oracle has a very similar backing to the Idiosyncradeck, only one is purple and one is green. So you'll be able to tell them apart, so that's nice. But you won't be able to tell reversals with this same up, same down, and it's the same cardstock. So again, it's not terrible. It's not it's going to be easily rifled, but it's not going to fall apart on you, which is nice. So it's a little thin, but also sturdy. I actually like this kind of cardstock. It's usable. It's usable in everyday life. It's not so thick you can't shuffle it. Oh, and this one tells you it's the title card for the Oracle. And let's see what else we got going on. All right. So I believe there are 4 suits: are air, earth, water, fire. So we'll start with air. Or are there? No. They're all a little different, I guess. Okay, so I lied. There aren't 4 suits. They're all a little different. But she does include these symbols on top of each card for each one. So we've got air, autumn, chai. I'm going to switch hands. So there's chai. I'm trying to make it so there's no glare for you guys. Chaos. I like that there's a chai card. I like me some chai. Let's see. This one is collection. I like this one. A lot of the same elements is from the magic card. Confinement. This one is creation. Day. Destruction. Earth. That's a pretty one. This one is empty. Energy. Fear. This is a good fear card. Not my most favorite fear card, but by no means my least favorite fear card. Again, my favorite, it's going to be really hard to hold up to it, I think, is the L'Oracle des Reflets, but This fits nicely into her art style, and I could see where it would be fearful. You've got like a little zombie hand sticking up out of a cemetery. Fire. Ooh, almost threw that one across the room there. This one is Innocence. Labyrinth. Lava lamp. Oh, that's a fun one. I was not expecting that. That's a cool one. Lies. Yeah, I could see that. Masks. Oh my goodness. Why is the glare so bad all of a sudden? Magic. Night. Nostalgia. Oh, I love this one for nostalgia. And it's the first time I've seen a nostalgia card, actually. Also the first time I've seen a lava lamp card. But this is fantastic. Omen. Order. I love the bookshelf. Oh my goodness, so cute. Overwhelm. That's a good one for overwhelming, a tsunami wave. Passivity. I don't know that I would choose this one, maybe for passive aggressiveness, but a jellyfish, because I mean, they don't actively hunt you down, but they will sting you if you bother them too much. But I kind of see that for passivity. This one is for perspective. Poison. Yep, poisonous mushrooms. Precarious. That's a good one. Protection. Refresh. I don't know that I would get that one for it. It almost looks kind of stormy. That ocean looks a little turmoily, but I suppose you have to have a little bit of stormy weather to kind of reset things. Resistance. Brick wall. Good one. Ritual. Science. Industry. Technology. Big men putting screwdrivers into things, turning them, and adjusting them. Just went all MST3K on you right there. Secret. That's a good one. You see door imagery a lot in card decks. The last one I did was the Connected and Free Oracle. They used secret. They used their door for endings. I like how this one's secret. This is, I think, a door fits secretiveness better than it does endings. This is silence. The silence. Oh my goodness. We are not going to remember this card. This one is solitude. I like that. A little different from emptiness. Spring. Summer. Time. Tranquility. Truth. Water. Winter. Oh, look at the snowman. Super adorbies. Gonna be making one of those tomorrow. We're getting a storm. And wish. Yeah, we're getting I wish we weren't getting a storm tomorrow. It was like 50 some odd degrees today, and tomorrow we're supposed to be getting like 8 to 12 inches, which is, you know, awesome New England. So that was the Idiosyncradeck. So we're gonna do I'm going to read these intuitively, mostly because I haven't had a chance to download the, oh my goodness, I haven't got them all mixed up. I'm going to pull a card from each of the decks. We're going to do it intuitively, mostly because I haven't had a chance to download any of the guides, which is good. I should be flexing my intuitive muscles a little bit more. So let's do a shuffle with the Amethyst Oracle. Oh, rifle shuffles really well. We got some good mixing on the first try. Considering how big of a mess I made in front of me, I'm super glad the camera is only here up. You can't see how messy my desk is. So we'll do another quick shuffle. Really, this deck is really easy to hang on to. As you can see, hands fit nicely around it. Should work well for people with smaller hands. Does the hand over hand really well. The paper stock is a little bit glossy. It's not too glossy. It's just glossy enough to catch the light to make it so I can't use a spread cloth. And I've got lights like literally right overhead. I've got some retail lighting. So that always messes up, which is why, like, I don't know if you guys have hated the glare in my videos, but I am doing this from work, and I do have, this is my register counter, and I do have like retail lights right over me. So that's why it's always super bright and glary in here. All right, so that is that, and I will just pull, we're just going to do general energies type reading, and I pulled empty. Excellent. We'll see how that pairs with the Idiosyncradeck that I pull, which is an even bigger mess. Oh my goodness. Can we even talk about, like, look what I did to my life. Can you, this, I'm my own worst enemy, really, at times. I just make a big, ginormous mess, and then I have to clean it up, and then I'm like, why is everything such a mess? Oh my God. Okay, so again, really nice rifle shuffle. Got a little sloppy at the end there, but that's my fault. So it'll intermingle, and oh, I bet it bridge really well. Let's do a bridge. All right, so again with the rifle. Yep, bridge is excellent. Okay, so these are going to be, this is going to be a very usable deck. It's a very happy deck too. Like I like it. It's kind of fluffy. Like it's cute. It's got some cute imagery. It's very happy. This is a very like positive vibes kind of a deck, I think. It'll probably be really good for like brand new relationship readings, like, oh my God, does this guy, how does he feel about me? I want to go on a date with him. How's the date gonna go? I don't think it'll be like a very like soul searching, like, what is my life kind of a deck. I think the Mary L is probably a little more suited to that. The Lumina and the Wild Unknown Tarot could go either way. Oh, this just jumped right out at me. Okay, so sorry about that. I had a hard time hanging on to the cards, and then I coughed, and then my phone rang. So I am back, and we pulled emptiness from the, we pulled empty from the Amethyst Oracle, and then I pulled the moon and the Six of Stones. And I decided while I was taking that little reprieve, I would look up the meaning of what she's got down in the little white book. Amethyst Oracle does not have a little white book that I know of. I'll email her and ask, but I don't think it does. I think that's just meant to be read intuitively. And then I actually really liked her take on the stones. So intuitively, well, even just going by a regular Rider-Waite system, you would interpret the six as kind of like charity and giving, and you're in a place of, well, you're one of two people in the cards. Either you are, there's traditionally like a rich dude giving out money to some poor people, and either you're poor people and you're about to receive charity, or you're in a place where you can be charitable. But the way that she interprets it, I really like it, is that the rock and the tree have a symbiotic relationship. The tree is, you know, it's taller because it's growing on the boulder, but the boulder is, you know, without the tree would just be some like plain rando boulder. So the two of them are helping to support each other, and they've become greater for it. Like they've become a totally different thing than just, you know, the sum of their whole is greater than the sum of their parts kind of a deal. And the moon is pretty standard for moon. It's, you know, surreal and you know, fears and intuition and that kind of a thing. So that's a pretty standard interpretation that she had for that. So for my spread here, I'm going to interpret it as I've got a feeling of being kind of alone right now. I've always kind of done things by myself, and there's nobody around, there's nothing around. My career has been leaving me feeling kind of empty lately, and I am afraid to ask for help from other people. I don't kind of know where I want to go, what I want to do next. There's some fears about my financial future kind of digging up there, and the moon suggests that I use my intuition to help find my way out of it. So I'm going to read this spread as kind of yeah, that's been an issue in your life, but maybe you don't fear it as much as you've been fearing it, and you kind of know your way out. You just need to do a little bit of thinking, and you need to ask for help. I mean, you need to ask for help, and then if anybody asks for your help, you need to give it as well. Um, so this is a decent spread, I think. This was a really good reading, and it's far deeper than I expected from Idiosyncradeck. I expected like light, fluffy, kind of floofiness, so that was pretty meaningful. And it's a great little deck. I love it. It's definitely usable, shuffleable, readable, some unique interpretations of standard RWS meanings, and the Oracle kind of makes you read it on its own, which I really enjoy. So awesome. Thank you very much, Jessica. You can find her at thecrackedamethyst.com, and if she has any of these left, you should definitely order them. I don't think she has too many. I don't know that the Idiosyncradeck will ever be available again, but Amethyst Oracle, she said she would be doing more orders for. But again, I'm super thankful that I got these, Jessica. You've made a wonderful deck. Thank you so, so much. And thank you guys for listening to my review, and happy reading!